COVID-19 vaccine reserve is gone.
ABC News is working to confirm that report, but our own McKenna King spent the day trying to get answers from state leaders about what this means for Floridians still waiting to get a vaccine.
Coming only days after Health and Human Services Secretary Alex Azar announced that the federal government would begin releasing the federal vaccine reserve doses. Today, the Washington Post reports that reserve is depleted.
It's a real gut punch to the states, for example, that we're counting on increased allotments.
Tuesday, Health and Human Services Secretary Alex Azar made the announcement that the federal government would start sending reserve shipments to states. An about-face from the secretary who criticized President-elect Joe Biden's plan to release the reserve when he took office. The secretary saying it was now safe to release the reserve as manufacturing had stabilized.
The federal government comes out and says, we're going to release all the doses we have. And then they go to the cupboard where they're keeping these doses, and the cupboard is bare. This is such malpractice on a government level that people need to be held accountable.
The Washington Post reporting the federal government began releasing said reserve back in December.
The question is now, though, how many additional people can we put into the pipeline to make sure that, everybody gets their first and second dose?
Dr. Tang warning expansion of eligibility will likely slow down. But Florida's Director of Emergency Management assuring Floridians that if you've gotten your first dose, you will get your second. As for those seniors still waiting,
this is a supply issue. We've been saying it's a supply issue. We've been trying to explain to people it's not a distribution issue. We have sites that counties and hospitals have open that we cannot give them enough vaccine because the federal government is not giving us enough vaccine. In fact, the federal government cut our supply of vaccine by almost 50% in the last couple of weeks.
President-elect Biden holding a press conference this afternoon reminding Americans of his administration's plan to administer 100 million shots in his first 100 days as president.
Some wonder if we're reaching too far for that goal. Is it achievable? It's a legitimate question to ask. Let me be clear. I'm convinced we can get it done.
I've emailed the governor's office as well as the Department of Health to find out when the state of Florida might be getting additional doses of the COVID-19 vaccine. I'm still waiting to hear back. We will bring you those details as soon as we get them. Reporting in Tampa, McKenna King, ABC Action News.